Alright, so here's how you can adjust the skin weights around the seam. It's kind of a pain, so we're going to do the manual process. In the future, we're going to build tools to kind of streamline a lot of these steps. So let's say that we want to adjust around the shoulder here, right? So this is where it's going to be kind of a pain. So the first is, let's go to the bind pose. You want to actually duplicate this mesh, the head and the body. And we're actually going to unparent it here and create one mesh. So we're going to combine it. And then we want to go to modeling tab, and then we want to merge. Just make sure that it's not too close so you don't screw up any of the wrong vertices. But this is only for a skinning shell anyway, so that should be fine. So after you apply it, let's see, so now it should be one mesh. So if you double click, there's no more seam. So this is going to be our skin mesh to make it a lot easier. So now I'm going to select, actually before we select the body and do the skinning, one thing that you need to do, you actually want to remove some of the head. So we only want to transfer from maybe like the neck down. So anything from the neck up, we actually want to remove that geometry just so it doesn't cause issues. So let's say that we're actually going to remove it maybe from around here. So let's get rid of this. So now we're going to transfer the skin weights from this area to the rest of the body, and it won't affect the skin weights on the face. So again, we're going to have a better process or a tool to streamline this so we don't have to do this. But for now, this is kind of like the shitty process. Alright, so now we have the shell. We want to delete history here, so it should be clean. Now select the body, root joint, and then we want to go to rigging, we want to go to skinning, bind skin, and then we want to do, let's see, joint hierarchy. I'm just going to keep it on 12. Add. Now we want to transfer the skin weights from the original body. So let's grab the original body here, and then we're going to transfer the skin weights. So now I'm going to select the new combined body, go to skin, and then copy skin weights. So now if we hide these two here. So now if I grab the body skeleton here, you should have all the same skin weights transferred. So now you can actually start adjusting the skin weights. So let's just do this real quick. So let's say that we just want to do something kind of noticeable, right? So this is what we want to transfer. So let's say that we clean it all up. That looks great. Alright. So now we have this. Make sure that all your weights are actually normalized. So if you ever go into post mode, so on here you're going to see that there is interactive. If you ever go in post, post is really great for like quickly smoothing weights out. But once you jump back to interactive, make sure that you always normalize your skin weights. Because this can actually mess up the transfer skin weights process. But you can also do the normalizing here. So you can always select your mesh, and then there's always edit info. Let's see, there's skin, and then there should be normalize weights, and they can always normalize weights from here as well, just to make sure that they're at the value of 1. Okay, so now we have this adjusted. I'm going to go back to its bind pose. So now we have the skeleton set. Now we want to transfer all the weights to, let's do the body first. So you're going to select the full body, and then we're going to select right here, this body here. Alright, so here's the one that we actually want to, that has the actual default seam, and this is the one here that has the adjustments, right? So now we want to push those adjustments from this shoulder onto this mesh. So we're going to first actually select the new combined mesh, the one that has the new updates, and then the second one that you selected is the original mesh. And now in the script editor here in Python, I'm going to send this all to you anyway in Discord, so it should make sense. But you should run this inside the Python tab and everything should work. So what this does, once you select this mesh and then select the second mesh, it's going to transfer any overlapping vertice skin weight data. So here we're just going to run it. This process takes a while on the full body. Alright, so that actually took some time. It took about 8 minutes to transfer all the skin weights. So I would just say go grab a coffee or something when you're doing the body. So everything should now be transferred. So the same clavicle updates that we have. Now if we hide the combination, you can see that the new body, or the original body here, now has those updates. And now if I show the head, you're going to see that the skin data is off, right? So now we need to transfer the skin data to the head. So again, you want to select this mesh first, and then you want to select the head second, and then run this again. And this process will go a lot faster. Here are all the overlapping vertices that have the new updated skin weights. So now I'm going to unhide the skeleton so I can drive both skeletons to test the skin weight transfer. I'm going to hide the combination mesh. So everything should now work. So I'm going to select the clavicle and the upper arm. And now if I move everything, it's now getting the same updates